Hey everybody, this is Heather K. Today is day 87. This 100-day journey is almost over. I won't lie to you, I never had the success I wanted to have, but I have had, I think, a lot of personal success. I've learned on this journey, where did I go wrong? What are the challenges that I'm faced with? What causes me to slip and fall? So I guess it's my path to success, which has given me the tips and pretty much the reaffirmation that why I'm on this journey. And I'm kind of maybe a little mad at myself for taking this long to realize it. And like I said, I don't feel I want to give anybody any excuses, because you all know that you've been on this journey, and a lot of stuff I say you already know. Right? So far, we agree to that we pretty much possess all the knowledge. So what prevents us from having the bodies that we want to have? Well, you know what? I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. This is the largest head game you're ever going to want to play. And only us, each individual person is responsible for the choices that we make. Okay? So for me, for me, what I feel the problem is that I confuse the issue of hunger. And it's so simple, because there's different levels of hunger. There's one that you are actually hungry. And this whole thing to me is basic math. Calories in versus calories out. And what you do for activity, well, actually, I even hate to give this as an example, but it's true, will allow you to eat a little bit more if you want to have activity. And that's one of the things I learned in 13 sessions of one particular program. They give you an extra apple or something, who knows, or you buy their snacks for, about $2 each or something like that. And trust me, I was in line every week buying my snacks because I liked having snacks, but their snacks to me weren't as fulfilling as an apple. I'm big on apples. If apple's not your thing, and have a banana or an orange or some grapes or, I don't know, quinoa, like whatever you love. That's what this journey is, finding a lifestyle you want. So or the second thing is, if you can be in a little calorie deficit, you should be able to say, okay, I can feel the hunger, and I'm not hungry, but I know my body is working to using up the reserves and that your body has to offer. PHAT. And so when I think about it, that's the first hunger. The next hunger is, like I said, you truly are hungry. The next hunger, I kind of put up there in the boredom category. It's like you're a zombie and you go to the kitchen and you go there and you wonder, why am I here? And, so it's kind of like autopilot, that you may want to go to the snack cupboard. I don't know if any of you have a snack cupboard or a special place where you highlight these delicious foods, that is, you're on autopilot. And then, so what you need to do is, right where your snacks are, post either a thin or a heavier picture where you don't want to be or where you want to be. I like to put where I want to be because I'm trying to stay positive about it. And so you can take a look at your picture and turn around and go back the other way. I mean, I actually, I think maybe back in like 2001, I would put notes in the fridge, inside the fridge, because the notes on the fridge got mixed up with all the notes and photos. And it says, Heather, you are on a weight loss journey. Close the fridge. and you would think that you would have to remind yourself, but when that urge to eat happens, you need to find other ways to combat it. And so I try to use every trick going, because I am my worst enemy. So So that's the kind of mindless eating. For me, I am an emotional eater. Uh, I like to eat when I'm emotional. Sometimes bad news or too much drama, and you know you're supposed to remove yourself from negativity, right? And me, my personality, I'm right in the middle of it. I can't help it. So it's like I just have the personality for it, or somebody's like, Heather, help, you know, and sometimes you absorb people's pain, and so maybe a lot of you guys are that kind of great support friend for another friend. You absorb their pain, and it's a little bit upsetting to you, and you don't mean it to be. So then you eat because you're upset. And again, that's just right up there with mindless eating. So, and then the one I also had, other than being a emotional eater, surprisingly, and it took me many, what do you call those, nutritionists, coaches, and to find out, and I think, I can't even remember, was it 5 in a row that I found out that I was just, it was a bad habit. I was eating because it was something I enjoyed doing every night, and it was satisfying, and I just had a bad habit, and it was a habit is something you can break. It takes 30 days to make a habit. For me, it takes 60, maybe 90, because I keep sabotaging myself with the journey I'm trying to achieve. So when I think about it, I had a bad habit, and somebody says, because now this is, I'm kind of laughing because it's kind of funny. I went to a doctor and I went to a specialist thinking there was something wrong with me. As it turns out, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just this. I am who I am. I'm an extrovert, loud, noisy, in your face kind of person. And I guess maybe it's my attitude. If I want it, I'll eat it. So I found out that indeed there was nothing I could blame my eating on, because when I see them, they ask me a lot of questions like, did your mother comfort you with food when you were little? It's like, no. So sometimes that would be the emotional side. It's like, that's the environment you set yourself in. Man, I couldn't find anything, and I was grasping, like reaching for this reason why I was overweight, and I couldn't come up with it. So I found out it was just bad habit, and it's nice to want to blame a reason. There's nice to want to blame a person that they upset you, but there was no reason other than it was in here. It's like you make that decision to eat that or not, and then you're going to have versions of yourself that are stronger than other times. And when you're strong, it's easy. When you have your lunches and eat your meals, it's easy. Like if I was going to an event, if I ate before I went to the event, I was full, and then I bring my own snack, then I wouldn't be making mistakes. And I talk a lot about that, staying ahead of your hunger. Because when you're hungry and people have all these delicious desserts and stuff that you can't have because you're on a journey. I'm not saying you can't have it for the rest of your life. You're on a journey. And the other thing I found that when I have lost weight, I yo-yoed back because on my head, the head game that you play, I thought, oh wow, I deserve that treat. And you think you're ever deserving. And for me, that would trigger my allergies and trigger me to overeat. And so it became a lot harder journey than I ever imagined. And if anybody ever out there is trying to find themselves in all of this, I'm hoping what I have to say is useful. And I keep thinking that the more I put myself out there, I think the more you're going to realize something that I'm saying might mean something to you on your journey. So with that note, this journey's almost done, this 100-day journey. I still plan on trying, and I'm on a different journey tonight because I made another show for being a vegan, baby vegan. So I show you my vegan haul at the grocery store. So I'm trying to enjoy life a little bit better than what I have, and trying to have a plant-based diet. It's that simple. I mean, I'm giving it a try, and I'm actually liking it. So anyway, please like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.